we're gonna try to be male friendly because we want male friends. We don't want to hate men because some men are really amazing. But how it is to be a woman today, well, we don't concentrate a lot. Can you tell me about your best, like for male to think? Because the thing about thinking for not only strength and more like how for kids, get me right here, that's not we are stronger, that's our to ask a woman today, it's like, what's the best memory of sexual pleasant moment with a man? Oh, okay, that just makes me think about the worst moment. Okay, and then everybody laughs, but we don't want to do because we and the doctors, but please, all doctors, they ain't. Can you read somewhere in their teaching book that gives cancer, like on the first page? No, it's not this generation, and it's not to find out who's wrong. It's when we have understanding, what can we do? People tend to take that for weakness, and you keep disappointing in that until maybe they start listening, and you know how it is to get panic and stuff, and and then when that didn't happen, it's so what they say, some of them are lesbians, and and this, so what it goes to, this is a woman's mind when they're hearing that a male is very good in bed, and like a big dick is like the best. Guessing some of it is because some men with very large penises do not have the ability of having anal sex. Some of them might be, so they think it's because is it really, because that's feeling better, even if it might be painful and it's in between the legs. But that's probably just my size. There is not. But here's a scenario, because women don't say this. Males tend to say what they feel. Women tend to make people feel so comfortable they can. So men tend to not think of it because they think like men. So tell me about the first moment you had, so you can understand about this, about anal sex. It was a man, he was very good in bed, and we first time for me having anal sex, and he had hurted, it was hurting, and it's like, this sounds funnier because we want the doctors to change. We don't want them to just send fake drug tests that I don't believe, but it's up to anyone, because you saw my scaler, we're gonna do this piece, but we have to clean it first, because there was of course LSD on it and all the other substances. It wasn't that I had maybe tried to clean it when I didn't do that or whatever. Now it wasn't dried or something, and I didn't have any paper, and I wanted it to dry itself, and it looked like that. But that's, I think if they don't do this at the pharmacy, I think this will increase from that I bought it from a drug dealer also, because they really like to go sell all of these substances to a person like me. think they're gonna change and just, yeah, we probably did this and it's gonna raise the dose that I'm nagging about. So that's my plan. Just by scaring them about lying about what they do with substances at the pharmacy. Because they were just so afraid of these lies that I'm coming up with, that I bought this substance from drug dealers, so they're gonna raise the dose then, because they know that they can't argue against me about this. So most likely that's my plan. So we take it. Yeah, there was an alien who met a human. It's like, yeah. How are you living at this? Yeah, we don't like piss and stuff. That's really disgusting. We are humans. We are hygienic. We don't do things like that. Okay, so what do you do then? Yeah, we take the dick, we stick it up into the ass so it becomes full of shit. Then, before we come, we take it to the mouth, fuck the woman into the mouth, come on her tongue, let it drip down onto the breasts, and when we just have finishing orgasm, we start smacking the tits with the dick full of shit on her breasts, instead of sticking it into this disgusting piss that smells really bad. So you get babies then start growing from where they should drink their food and just dip the dick there, because we are more we don't do piss and stuff. We just smack the dick on with shit on where the babies eat instead, compared to the unhygienic animals that go and lick on piss and stuff. So that's welcome to Earth. We are humans. Yeah. Doctor version. Kind of stop being silly. Yeah. So my first memory of having anal sex. What was that then? It hurted like hell, and he stick it into my mouth, and it was like acid, but basic acid. It was smelling sour. And he came in my mouth, and that have happened before, but this was something new. It was like two different, and since that I've loved the taste of sperm, appreciated more, because I've tasted my memory of a male. What have I taught you about sex with males? Yeah, the most sensible experience, most extreme about a male, that they teach me how my own shit tastes. That's the most traumatic relation with them. And males don't think it that way, but women do when they don't say it. So I think it's good for males to hear it if they haven't heard it. So that was my first time, and we fell asleep after in the bed, and I had taken it in my mouth, and I didn't want to go, and maybe some did it or some didn't, to take away this taste of, because we don't want them to get too excited and get into the butt. So I was lying there, and I didn't want to fall asleep with this taste of shit in my mouth, because I didn't want him to think that I thought he was disgusting and stuff, and or that I was affected. I wanted it to be a naughty or good in bed, or live up to the expectation of anal sex. And was really worried that I was gonna puke or something, and didn't want to fall asleep, because I was, some of them, not all of them, that I was gonna have a stomach infection and throw up. So I couldn't sleep, and because I didn't want to wake up and do that in sleep in the same bed with somebody that I have emotions for. So I was just lying there and having this shit of taste in my mouth, and were afraid to fall asleep. It was the longest night of my life, and never really, that was my first talked again because when I went home I threw up for I had a stomach infection. Some of them might have had that, and when it's close to Christmas and it's a lot of now we just do have sex and after a while that doesn't so we never really talked again because I didn't want to have sex in that way again and throw up for 24 hours and have fever, and it was like the worst association. So that's what I'm going around and being so scared about when I'm gonna go and have sex with a man, that I have to be a mother and just give life some kind of support. So that's why I'm really keeping on my toes. And when I'm my man, when he is having, and please can I have I don't want to take any responsibility when they're fucking me in the ass. What is telling a woman is, I don't want to have a kid with you. You shouldn't put me into that. I don't want to have such much problems with you. Just let me come now. And if they have kids, like, I don't want to have another kid with you. I don't want it. Let daddy come. Let daddy come. And this is what a woman thinks, because they are speaking, because kids don't speak with words, they speak with telepathy. So that's what it's telling me, that I just don't want, and women, they don't want if you don't have anal sex with them, because I just don't want anything with you to do. I don't want anything about you, and just keep fucking her in the ass, and it hurts, and like, no kids. I just don't want anything to do with you. I really don't want anything to last between you and every time. That's what she unwittingly thinks, and they tend to like. Because that's what it tells every time I want. Excuse me, I don't really want any kids with you. So if you would be so nice to let it be feeling very good for me in your butt, I'm really. Because have you have sex because the doctors don't disrecommend this, but it's not the doctors either, it's just a system that can be changed. So and if you don't have anal sex, I mean, the chance that a woman would force you to become a dad just because you do not go around and say to her, I really don't think it's worth to come inside you and come in your ass instead, because I really don't want anything to do with you. Really don't want it. I mean, if they got pregnant, I mean, the risk that they will keep it against you emotionally decreases in that way, that they probably, of course, not guaranteed, but of making you a dad when you just please yourself because you don't want any issues about it. And that can be changed with that we are not meant to be one man and one woman, that the man is gonna be, because men don't have that sexual satisfaction of caring for kids, and the women do that together. And if you don't want, and you can live 2 men and 2 women together that take, and simply if you want a faithful such a relation, you don't have to be like me and like one man and several women. If women, because there are women that don't want that, that potential is also possible. But I don't prefer that. So that was what we have to say about that. But that's you don't think about that. I don't think about that a lot either. But I'm not into anal sex, and and so yeah, and that doesn't mean anything. So wish you all a good day. See it like this: a woman, when it's a little ticklish on her big toe, it makes it easier for her to come. So she takes it and stick it into your ass, and you squeeze it a little, and she rubs her clit because it feels better for her, and she won't have to need your kids. And just before she gonna come, because it makes it even more intense, it's when you put this liquid, she sticks this into your mouth, and you suck the big toe after, because it becomes a little more intense. And I mean, think like this: would you would you take your finger and put it into your asshole and then pull it out and stick it into the woman's mouth because she will enjoy it? Because she would probably enjoy that and think that's sexier, at least if you're a male. I'm not sure, but yeah, probably, because they're more used. I don't know.
You take the blue pill
and think that she's gonna be feeling, that's attractive, hot.
You take the red pill.
I mean,
in Wonderland, and I show you how.
I think if you do it, if it was you and the woman was doing it, would you appreciate if she took her finger and stick it up your ass and then stick it into your mouth so you suck it down, or if she stuck it up her ass and then into your mouth? I would probably think it would be more attractive if it would be from her ass and into my mouth with her finger, than if she did it into my ass and then pull out a finger and stick her finger into my mouth, to give an idea of that. I doubt them to really enjoy it a lot, because it do taste a lot when you do it around the anus, and I can only imagine how it would taste when it's been in the anus, because the hormones is still attracted around. That's why I'm there for hormones, but I really don't like shit, and that's a misconception. That it's just everybody think it's bad with piss, and now people start to think maybe it ain't that, and can you not at least the bad we were teaching, and can maybe things could change or something in because we are teaching. It's just a status thing for males. So but that's that. My dick is probably too small, because Michael Jackson had fetish of having sex with kids. He wasn't really nice with kids, and I'm probably I can't attract women probably. It's no for me. I'm not scared about women. Men can be. I think some men, not all men, because I love men. They are. I mean. they love you sometimes when women don't. And that's the thing about friends. But we have to understand that we are men also, and that we can learn from each other, and that we need both men and women, and with some help, I think we can all make a lot better difference. Yeah, so that's just what I think about Michael.